1. Ka-chow.
We're just so excited to be
Ka-chow.
back here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What is Katsao supposed to mean?
It's like the from the Cars movie.
I've never seen Cars.
Mike.
Like a rhetorical question, like
I have
why
two
do
little
people-
boys, so
Oh,
Fair.
God.
Fair.
It's important to incorporate ka-chow into your day-to-day vernacular.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Speed. I am speed.
I don't know why, but ever since I saw that movie, I like have permanently been saying that phrase forever, ever since. I don't know why, but I just do.
Some things
Sounds
just stick in your
dramatic.
head.
Very dramatic.
It is. It's just like, it's really fun to really hang on the last part. Like Deb did even earlier, where it's like ka-chang. Like you have to really like hang on that ending. Makes it
You
way
gotta
more
hang
fun.
on.
Bill Warhammer officially first in the chat.
As always.
We're sorry we're late, Bill. Technical difficulties as always. It wouldn't be a key lime stream if there wasn't some weird technical something at the start of every stream.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it for the good lucks.
God,
So.
I'm getting
What?
what?
Sorry. What was happening last time? I was like about to watch the stream and then it was like 11 and I was like, I don't think I have time to rewatch last week's or 2
So-
weeks ago.
Strahd showed up with a knife and he was about to stab you all, and like he took Saya and stole her bow and sword, and then he said, "You
Okay.
motherfucker, you are gonna die," and he like went to like stab you menacingly, and then like I faded to black and it was all epic.
Okay.
We
Well,
raided
if
that
that
mansion.
Oh yeah, we did. We did.
Sounds like a lie, Kilime.
And then we
I like
came
Key Lime's
out of
story.
the mansion.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like how Strahd just talks like some weird back alley, like unconfident person. Is like, "Hey, you bad person, I'm gonna stab you." That's like new Strahd now. Talks like that, very unsure of himself.
Came out of
But
the mansion. We got a long rest.
Oh yeah, we did. That was excitement.
there was sleep that happened. There was the festival, and at the festival, the burgermaster dragged a guard who laughed, which no one seemed to really like. And you guys went on your reconnaissance mission in the mansion, stole a doll, left unseen, fortunately. And when you returned, that spy dude was kind of hanging out in the
Spy guy.
peripheral.
Spy guy.
Well, we were
Yeah.
gonna go see the cult.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was like, "Come with me," and then it was like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do-do." Excitement. Now I'm very excited.
It started playing the what was that? The Twilight Zone music.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna celebrate
Nice.
today. Let me see. Who else can I harass to come watch us?
Just everyone.
Everybody, I've got like 8 servers, and I'm like, "Come over here, please,"
Why is your countdown so long?
because it's a 5-minute countdown.
No, it's like 7.5 or something like that.
We could
Oh,
probably
okay.
shorten that.
Yes,
But
5-minute countdown.
that gives me time to deal with weird shenanigans. Like,
Which is what we do before we even start the stream.
well, there's like pre-stream shenanigans, and then there's like post-stream starting shenanigans, like separate set of shenanigans that potentially happens.
So it's like the pre-stream shenanigans, and then the pre-screen shenanigans, and then the stream shenanigans. is what
Right.
you're saying.
So
You're
it's kind of
okay.
like pre-stream shenanigans is like make sure all my windows are in the right spots and the right sizes. You guys are in the right windows. The targets are fine. Levels are okay. And then like post-stream shenanigans would be like, is the upload like consistent and clean? Like, is it actually posted somewhere? And then I just like talking to you guys, I guess. So
That's kind of nice.
I mean,
hanging
we're
out
about
for
to
a bit.
talk to each other for a couple of hours, so.
I
Yeah, but that's
mean,
like game talk. That's
yeah.
not like just talk.
I don't get to talk to you about my personal life while we're playing the game, and this makes me feel like I have friends. So
Aw.
You do
think
have
You do
think
have-
I'm gonna lengthen the pre-show countdown to about 20 minutes.
17 minutes. Yeah.
You have friends, but it's not us. It might be some other people. I have no idea who they are, though.
I mean, my real life friend is just.
Panos, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'm always sleeping on the couch.
I know.
Is that the bed behind you with the orange pillow? That orange pillow looks comfy as hell, actually. I can see a Panos
look
like
great.
shaped like hole in the pillow where your head would
Yeah,
rest.
I was there 10 minutes ago, but then I was like, God damn, I have to wake up and go to stream now.
I actually just woke up from a nap myself. Like I was
gonna have a nap and then I was like, no, because then I'll be up till 7 a.m. again, and that is not good for anybody.
my sleep schedule is completely destroyed right now. I keep trying to do this thing where I pretend like I'm still a young whippersnapper in college that can like pull all-nighters and then like course correct my sleep schedule just by staying up all night and then going to sleep at the normal time the next day. What ends up happening is I just fall asleep in the middle of the day. So it's like then my sleep schedule gets even worse.
Yep, yeah, it's just like a perpetual cycle of awfulness. It's the worst.
But
I
it's
used to be like,
I keep
oh, sleep
trying
for an
though.
hour, back up. Oh yeah, you keep doing it because you're like, yeah, I'm still young. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's like
too old for 36 anymore. Like, no.
I convince myself that I'm capable of it, but my body clearly shows me that I am not, and I just refuse to listen to it.
I'm a morning person. I can't stay up late.
I'm definitely a night owl. I am 1000% a night owl. As evidenced by staying up to midnight to start playing D&D.
Yeah, that's a, somewhat aggressive time. But it kind of sucks. I wish there was like a better sweet spot that we could all stream, because it's like the workday starts to like push us to at least what I guess 10 p.m. at the earliest your guys' time. But I would have to start streaming immediately at 5, which isn't realistic if I'm like going into the office, like which should start next year probably.
It
doesn't bother me too much because I do stay up till like 2-3 a.m. anyway. It's like
sleep is for the weak.
Also, when I do my own games, I start at 10 p.m. and finish at like 1 a.m. usually. So
Totally.
Kinda... Sometimes 2 a.m. Occasionally it went to 3 a.m. But we don't talk about that session.
God.
What happened that session, Kylie? Tell us.
I thought it would be something really easy, and then suddenly there was almost a TPK, and I was like, well, shoot.
And the pre-show music has begun.
Watch the intro. Dark and broody like everybody else.
It's dark in here. It's like almost pitch black other than my screens.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I just totally cut you off. It's because I can't hear conversation while all things going on. So I just come barreling in like a goddamn freight train right in the middle of the conversation. I'm sorry. But welcome, everybody, to the Dungeons and Dragons stream. Ooh. Hopefully you are watching us in a darkened room. If I caught the last 5 seconds of that conversation, it sounds like we're talking about the darkness of our environments. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, how Debs got very weirdly bright all of a sudden a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
That's why you don't have friends, Killa, because you interrupt them when they talk.
I know. Someone's just like, I'm super depressed lately. I just need someone to talk about it. I'm like, gee, jolly jillikers, boy, we should go play some Destiny 2. And they're all like, but okay. Then everyone just stays sad, and I'm bewildered to the whole reason why they don't want to talk to me anymore. But if only. Oh man. Well, it sounds like at least half of us just woke up from a nap, which is like usually a great way to start your day. Panos, how we feeling post nap? Super ripped. Feels like Superman when you wake up.
Yeah. That's my kryptonite.
Oh my
A
god.
form of juice.
All right, what kind of juice was that? Was that like a flavored water kind of thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be cranberry, raspberry, blueberry. All the berries.
All
Super
the
berries.
To be
all the
It's
berries.
Greek. It's all
Except for
Greek to
strawberry.
you and to everybody
Best
because
berry.
it's berries. Yeah.
Oh man, technicality Deb coming in hot with all the non-berry products that are not in the drink. False advertising. What can we do?
well, I'm drinking wine as per because it's Friday. I have to. The law.
I have like
Coffee.
diet berry green tea that I'm drinking. So
Sounds terrible.
that kind
I
of
know
counts.
you're drinking coffee, Deb. So coffee is good. I mean, I know it's decaf, but it's still coffee, so that's fine.
I'll be up all night if I drink caffeine right now.
Fair,
Like,
fair.
does that help with constipation, Killam? That's why you're drinking
That's specifically why I drink it. It's all just like a freight train in the station back here, and when you drink this poison diet product mixed berry drink, it just comes cranking out of you like I don't even know, something aggressive. The
Good old
imagery,
aspartame.
yeah, just bleh. But enough about our butts. Let's talk about some Dungeons and Dragons. Where we last left the crew was in town. There was a kind of another little curveball to the whole game, since we previously thought we were, at least I previously thought we were going to do the Festival of the Sun. We didn't that episode. Then the next episode, which was last episode, we did have the Festival of the Sun. But it actually turned more into a spy campaign where Augage and Saya decided to start creeping around with Mr. Moonpoon keeping watch on the outside to retrieve a doll and find out that Henrik just doesn't want to listen to you guys, apparently. Your interaction with Henrik, I thought, was probably the most interesting. It's like you found that he was captured and then you just kind of left him there.
Well, I didn't want to be rescued. He was like, "Yeah, you'll make it worse," and we're like, "Okay,
We
bye."
rolled too low. What could we do?
Yeah, that too.
It's true.
Whoops.
But
Whoops.
then you left, and the friendly man who keeps stalking you in town was yet again present, and Augage actually caught him out of the corner of her eye this time. Saya goes to confront him, and after a little bit of a friendly, roguey banter between the two of them, he invites you to follow him. And that is where we last left off. How you guys feeling about Mr. Spyboy? See a friend or a foe? What's going on here in your brain?
I mean, everybody in this entire town seems very suspicious, so I'm suspicious of him. So, yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Why would he do that? He's such a nice guy.
Oh yeah, just following me around and stuff like that. So nice.
Yeah.
Stalkers on the bee's knees.
Things that people do all the time. Just follow strangers at a distance, staring at them. It's very normal
Mhm.
behavior as far as I'm
Oh
concerned.
yeah,
They're
100%.
called stalkers.
Yeah.
I believe there's laws against those things, but I can't be certain. There's probably not in Barovia, though. Stalking in Barovia is probably totally fine.
Yeah. I mean, Strahd likes to stalk people, I've heard. So, you know,
Yeah, it's
probably like
being done by the most high overlord of the area. So I mean, what can you do? It's just how it is. But without any further ado, we can swing back into the game. So we literally left with him saying, "Gather your friends, follow me." And he says to Saya,
Do you
So
know
I've-
this guy?
well, you guys are further away, right?
Oh.
yeah, you guys are kind of like a little bit up. So if I zoom in for the audience's sake,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you guys are like maybe a few blocks down the road.
Okay, so Saya would ask him like, "Why should we follow you?"
The one who sent me is interested in speaking with you. We've been watching you, and we think we might be aligned more than you might think.
So I take it, is it kind of like a busy street, or is this part of the street
So
quiet?
it's actually pretty quiet at this point, since most people are kind of like forcibly being watching this parade of sorts. Like there's kind of like the congregation out more where Moonpoon and Augage are. Where Saya and this person are, there's like really next to nobody around.
Okay. So I would ask, I'd be like, so can I ask who it was that sent you?
Things will be more clear in time. Gather your friends and meet me here.
Okay. So can you unpause the game keyline?
Yeah? What?
That'd be super nice.
It's a thing that a GM should do.
So I'm gonna head back up to Moonpin and Augie,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell them about the friend that has been following us, and that he says that somebody wishes to meet us, and that he wants us to follow him.
Oh, exciting. Let's go.
I figured that would be it.
Wait a second. Oh, you, Saya, wanna trust a complete stranger that might bring us to terrible misfortune?
I never
No
said I
idea.
trusted him. I'm just giving you the information he has given me.
You might have some clues though. How did you calculate? How did he seem to you? Did he seem like? I guess he seemed secretive,
Well,
but did he seem he meant ill or he was
he
just,
seems as sincere as everybody else in this town.
so not at all. Definitely. Okay, I guess we don't have anything to lose than our lives that are already in danger staying in this carnival place, regardless. I think we should give it a shot. I mean, we can defend ourselves, probably.
It's as good as lead as anything else we've had here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Already said, let's go.
She did.
She's already like running. She's like, come
I'm
on.
like, on the fence. If Augie goes, I'm going with her. It's like, okay.
All right. So actually then, as you guys are talking, you notice that the man is kind of like creeping around the outside, and he's like looking at all of you like intently as you're discussing. What do you guys do?
And we're going to follow him, I take it then?
All right, so you approach the man.
Yeah. I feel like this is a terrible plan.
Before I approach him, I wanna like try to not flesh. What's the word?
Flex.
You're just gonna whack off in front of him, is what you're saying? I'm gonna flesh in front of him.
It's going to casually stretch here.
I wanna flex in front of him so it like that I'm very like the boss. Like
You can get him to ask you where the beach is.
uncomfortable flex check. Is that the performance check?
Yeah, it's kind of more of like an intimidation like action of sorts, I would think. That's like kind of what you're trying to go for.
I love that.
Like to show him who's the boss and not to fuck with us, something like that.
Yeah, give me an intimidation check.
In a Moonpoon mindset, because that doesn't really work, but in his mind, it feels like
It might work.
Moonpoon sounds a little bit like Panis.
Oh yeah. That's a solid way to start.
First rule of the night, ladies and gents.
Is a straight up one. So
Why didn't it show up on the chat? That's weird.
I saw it in there. At least
I
on
see
my...
the dice, I just don't see the chat. Anyways, sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, describe like what Moonpoon's actually doing here in a failure way. Like how is he attempting to flex in front of this man?
He's stretching his hands like in a 180 degrees angle, and he's like trying to bring his thumbs closer to his wrists, like something like that.
It's okay, so he's like,
Stand up and move back from the camera and show us.
yeah, let's see that
Yeah, I
beautiful
need to see
body.
this.
Like, let's do it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That makes more sense than.
It's getting hot.
Yeah. It's a good thing I have that mature setting on the actually no, YouTube doesn't have that. So yeah, the poor kiddos just getting
Traumatized.
all that man meat in their face. That's quite the show for the audience. With this display, the man kind of looks you up and down, and he just has this like face, like unimpressed. And he's looking at all three of you, and he says, "And the fourth one, where is that heavily armored fellow you've been gallivanting around with? Haven't seen him lately."
He's praying.
Here for you.
Praying
Yes.
for days.
Yes, he's apparently very religious.
And he's kind of like looking at you, like not believing what you've just said. And he says, "Very well. Well, come with me. The master of the house will be most interested." And he starts taking off up the street casually.
Ooh, I don't think we've been up that way before.
Yes, taking you all the way
Good ball
up here.
sack.
Actually, I think it's there specifically. let me actually put you on the right spot, and I'll just drag you guys up there, assuming you're following him.
Oh yeah, we'll follow him.
Yoink. All right, so then let me take you to... Oh wait, let me hit preload scene. This is going to be potentially where I explode all of you. Switching scenes here. Activate.
Thinking about it.
Did you guys survive the transition?
We're stuck at 89%.
I
Okay,
can see it.
98% for me.
okay.
I just reload.
Oh, it loaded.
Wachter house.
Fuck the house.
That sounds intriguing.
It's totally normal name.
Is that Death House in German?
Yeah, it's actually just yet another death house. He just pushes you in the door. He's like, ah!
I wouldn't even be surprised.
German for cult house.
Did you guys get it all to load?
Got it loaded, yeah.
It's fine for me.
All right, sweet. So as you approach, the description of this house is, this house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. Right this way. And he goes up to the door and opens it, revealing just a little minor pantry here. The front door opens into a narrow vestibule. 3 stained glass doors in wood frames lead from it. And
Looking behind him.
yeah, I was going to say, feel free to jump in at any point. Otherwise, he's just going to like keep guiding you.
Yeah, I'll just keep following behind him.
Yeah.
All right. And then he opens the next door, moves forward yet again. You see a wooden staircase that leads up to a balcony. At the foot of the stairs is a landing with 3 stained glass doors and wooden frames. And he looks at all of you intently and he says, "Be on your best behavior if you know what's good for you." And he opens up the next door. And from here, he steps in. And feel free to follow said man. And as you enter, an ornate dining table stretches the length of this room, a crystal chandelier hanging above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of lattice work of iron and glass look out onto the small, fog-swept estate.
I don't know if I should be impressed or terrified.
Maybe about both.
And And as you guys all enter, he kind of like gestures to the woman standing at the other end of the room, just sitting in her chair. These are the ones I told you about. Let me introduce you to Ogage, Sire, and Moonpoon.
Hey, I'm Arkage.
And
Okay.
the woman kind of like stands up and walks slowly over to you. Well now, Ernst here tells me you've been quite busy in Vallaki. Tell me, what are your intentions here in our fair town?
Well, we got trapped here by Strahd, so we intend to kill him so we can get out.
First of all, what's your name? You know our names.
So actually, as Ogage gave that quick recanting, you see the woman's face immediately sour when you said that. At the
Oh,
name,
you like Strahd? Sorry, we can't be friends. I did not say that.
she was just like, lame, goodbye. So she kind of like gives you this like sneer. And I'm sorry, Panos, what were you asking before?
What's your name? You know our names.
What's her name? I am Lady Fiona Wachter. Probably Wachter. I should know that. It's my native town.
Yeah, you should probably. Unless maybe you're drunk already.
It's spelled with a W. It's very confusing. I've been here quite a while.
Yeah, it's okay. I get that sometimes. Haha, never. My name is the most ignoble name ever.
Well, I see you have already had a run-in with Mr. Strahd. However, I believe our desires may be aligned. Tell me, how do you feel of the Burgomaster of Vallaki? Has he been...
Oh, he sucks.
I don't like him very much.
Yes, I agree. And don't you feel as though this town would be better off without him?
What do you have to gain? If you...
I mean, I'm not big on murder, if that's what you're saying, but yeah, this town would be like much better without him.
So we're not so different after all. What say you, big man? You seem uncomfortable.
You must have benefit through all of that, right? So there is something you will learn if the beggar master gets out of the way. Maybe you'll become the mayor? Is that your goal?
Oh, why yes, of course. You see, Vallaki is run by a moron. He's been in power for far too long, and I'm sure you've been here long enough to know that the people in the town don't exactly like the man. He's just wasting away as we waste away with him. And I believe there's so much more that we can bring to Vallaki.
What's your platform?
Well, I have a PowerPoint here. If you don't mind sitting on the couch, I can bring out some cookies.
I love cookies.
And PowerPoint. Who wouldn't get excited?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Yes, what my business is in Vallaki is that I believe that we can be so much more than what we are today. The Burgomaster has us gallivanting around carrying wolf heads on spikes or worshipping flaming piles of sticks. It's preposterous. It's upsetting. It's embarrassing. This is a land ruled by a great ruler, and here we are just enjoying ourselves. And she's like doing air quotes. It's a disaster. The people deserve better.
Ruled by a great ruler. Are you referring to Strahd?
But of course, and she smiles. Strahd, whether you like him or not, is the ruler of the land. And unless you're planning on taking down Strahd, and she kind of like looks at the spy and she starts laughing like, unless that's your plan. I think it's best that we make do. Don't you think?
Do
Not-
you know of another way to get out of Barovia?
The only ones that get out of Barovia are the ones that he lets go. And
He told us we're his playthings, so I don't think he's letting us go. So we got to get rid of him.
Ogit, chill a little bit, chill. So let's say we help you and you take out the Burgomaster. What can you do for us? We definitely want to leave this Forsaken Land forever. We were kinda tricked into coming here, if I might say so. So our plan is to get out of this place. Not like you, that you want to stay here and become the mayor and I don't know what else.
well, it seems as though you are of the most interest to Strahd. And if you're interesting to Strahd, then helping me take Velaki would certainly catch his attention, don't you think?
I feel like we
a good
already
way
have
or
his
in a bad
attention.
way, yeah.
Well, I could tell you that I'm sure the Burgomaster is no friend of Strahd's. You don't see Strahd walking around town shaking hands with the people now, do you? It seems as though the Burgomaster has been trying to keep him out.
Oh, that's a lot of information. We might need some time to think it over. Don't you think it's fair? And discuss this privately between us. It's a decision that we can't take one person. We have to all agree with that.
Well, let me put it this way. I plan to rid this town of the Burgomaster with or without you. I just had my reports from Ernst here that you seemed formidable and of like mind, that the Burgomaster and his dog, Isaac, need to go.
Well, yeah, we are no friends of the Burgomaster, but nor are we friends of Strahd.
And why should we risk our lives? That's all I mean. That's what I'm trying to get. Like, can you at least vouch to Strahd for us and make us have a safe pathway outside of here? Is that a possibility?
And can you confirm that everyone here would be safe?
I could definitely put in a good word with you, with Strahd, if that is what you desire. Insight check. Let's see it.
So you want to insight if she's telling the truth or she's telling a lie, right?
Yeah. About whether she can help us get out. That's not going to do it.
I want to do the same because I don't trust this woman.
Yeah, anyone that wants to, feel free to give me an insight check. A 19. And a 1. Moonpoon just crushing it with these dice rolls. So yeah, Augage and Moonpoon don't feel anything really at this noise, but Saya, being the little bit more skeptical one, is definitely picking up on signs of ulterior motives here.
So I don't want to say anything in front of her, but I'd be like, well, there's an interesting proposition. I would like to speak to my colleagues about it before we make any decisions.
I do ask that you be hasty. I don't want to wait, and I need to find out if you're with me or against me. And she, kind of really stares into your eyes, Saya, when she says this.
And I stare right goddamn fucking back.
Pop her in the jaw. Looking at me like that.
Excuse me, I popped a guy's head yesterday. Don't try me.
Literally still have his brains on my shirt.
Yeah.
How long do you require? And she seems bored.
We can take, there must be another room, or at least a place more distant from here.
I don't
Inside
trust
there.
anywhere in this house.
Yeah.
Secret passages and all that. No.
Okay, let's get out from the house.
We will get back to you by the end of today.
the end of the day it is, then. Ernst, can you show our guests the door? With pleasure. And he kind of like points to the door with his arms outstretched, like, saying, excuse yourselves.
Yeah, I'll excuse myself out of this room before I
It's
stab
so hard to
you.
show us where the door was. We just came in.
Don't get lost on the way out.
Yes.
Check for traps.
No, those doors are already open. I don't need to stab them. It's fine.
Check for traps on the floor. Check for traps on the ceiling. Check for traps on the walls.
You should see like Moonpoon just like slowly caressing all the walls slowly. He's just like, All right, so you guys are heading out. Okay. So then let me take us back to the overall town map here. And as you exit, Ernst, as you've learned his name now, looks at all of you and says, "Don't keep us waiting. Tonight, we need an answer. Just knock
We said that.
knock on the door and I will let you in. But be very careful with your response, is all I'll say. Toodaloo." And he kind of walks inside.
Ta-ta for now.
Yeah.
Ta-ta!
As the door closes, just ka-chow.
I want to have like a comic bubble, like the ka-chow.
Yeah. Ka-chow.
Capital graffiti letters.
So Saya would like walk with them a little away from the house because she's not talking right out inside in front of that house, and she's just going to be like, they're up to something and I do not trust them.
Like this either. I didn't think anybody could be worse than the Burgomaster, but
I think it's like
I want the Burgomaster out,
Yeah.
but
she can
I don't want Strahd to have control of this town.
don't care.
Is there somebody else that we could help take control of the town instead of her?
The only person who's like halfway decent here is Father Lucian.
He doesn't seem to have a spine though.
Yeah.
What if we get both of them in one night?
How? That seems really hard.
It's a lot for 3
Okay.
people.
I mean, she's the head master of her guild or whatever it is. So we let her take out the beggar master, and then when she enjoys her victory, we take her out.
I feel like I trust him more though because he's against Strahd. Like he's a dick, but he's not for Strahd.
Should we go tell him about this?
That's what I'm kind of inclined to do.
Would she believe us? Why?
Surely she's been like on his radar for a while.
Don't know that. Could we have to be very careful? Like
We could
if
sow the
decide
seeds of doubts about it.
or we can just leave this place.
And that's the other thing. We could just leave Vallaki and go to the village that we were talking about.
And let them
We don't
kill
need to
themselves or
do
whatever.
anything here.
Yeah.
Well,
can
we do
come
need to
back and
check out
help
the
Father
wine
Lucian
thing, but
afterwards.
I guess.
Yeah, but we need to leave the town, and that is a good excuse to get Arena and her brother out towards the
The other-
village.
The other thing is, she has some people working for her. This spy that has been following you, Shai, for how long? Days? Maybe
Couple of
if
days.
we don't work with her, she'll send more and more after us.
That's fine.
And
I'm
we'll
quite
have-
sure we can kill them.
I'm not sure about that. If she has the help of an aid of Strahd, she might have a lot of army with her. And we'll have more enemies than we already have.
Do you think she helped get the vampires into town?
Could be.
Maybe.
She's very pro Strahd. I don't like that.
She was wearing a red hat that just said, make Vallaki great again.
My plan would be to help her until she gets rid of the beggar master, and then we can decide what we can do. I like
I
Father
don't
Lucian
want to
more
help her
than
though
her.
because she'll let Strahd in.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think
would
it's
help
too
us.
risky to help her. We have to be against Strahd. Like,
Very
and maybe we
risky
can
not
use this
help
to
her.
get the Burgomaster on our side, like to help fight against Strahd.
What about working
Because if we
both?
give him a heads up that this is coming, he can prep. He can like be ready.
It's all very circumstantial. don't know how they either will act. We don't know if she will attack him without our help.
I feel
She
like
just said she would. She said she'll take care of him with or without us.
I feel like we could tell her that we're going to help her,
Mhm.
get the plan from her, and then go to the burgomaster with more solid evidence.
Exactly. Work with both of them and decide afterwards.
Yeah, like work with her, find out what her actual plan is, and then go
I
from
like
there.
I like it.
Maybe.
If we do that, y'all will have to do the talking because my deception is not. I'm a very honest person, let's say.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so
Sounds like a fun idea. At least then we can learn more about both sides and we can decide afterwards who we want to win.
So I think the thing is we go in without telling any lies. That's the like big thing is like we say, yes, we want to help her because we want to get rid of the burgomaster, which isn't a lie.
Technically.
Like that is not technically a lie, that is the truth.
Okay. So you guys are basically like powwowing outside here, but then you're planning to just basically just turn right back in and execute this plan?
I think we would leave it a little while. I don't think we'd do it right away because that's super sus.
Our plan is to go and say, agree with her that will help her, and then we'll go to Bagamath and tell him what she told us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plan.
Potentially.
It
Oh,
was
man.
terrible, I'm sure, but I love it. I have the same idea.
What if she has somebody like tail us after we leave? They'll
have
know
to.
that we're like double crossing.
I've got the invisibility spell. I can go quietly.
True.
It will work. Don't worry about it. This is the best way to determine.
Either way, I want to know what her plan is.
Yeah, it might be something different.
All right. As long as it's understood that I cannot be the one talking. In this
Yeah, no, that's fine.
situation.
That's fine. I think me and Moonpoon will have it covered.
Let the evil members of my party do this.
Moonpoon's evil.
Yeah,
I'm
he is.
evil. I don't think is it?
Didn't you say you were aligned evil? Moonpoon? Dennis?
He is chaotic neutral officially.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about being evil, so.
Yeah, it's Saya's evil. Like
All
you've
right.
gone quiet again, Panos.
Love chaos.
So then you guys are going to
Go
turn
back.
back around and give her a chat.
Yeah.
Wait around a couple of hours or an hour or something.
I was to say, are you guys wanting to do anything around town before you head back in, or she gave you the night essentially, so you could in
Yeah,
theory like do some other things.
Still pretty early, right? Well,
Do
we
you
did
wanna
do the
go
mansion
Take the
thing.
wines? Or
Yeah,
take the wines?
It's like midday at this point. Yeah, it's really not like super late in the day. It's like noon-ish for
What is
reference.
there to do at the festival then?
Yeah. Is there? Yeah. What can we do? Is there like?
We probably don't
stuff
have enough
to do?
time to go check out the wine thing.
No, not in a day.
So,
Okay.
I mean, the wine thing, like he basically told you that it's west of town, like to get to the winery where it's normally being delivered from. So I mean, you would have to leave Valaki to do
Yeah.
any kind of a wine exploration.
yeah.
Shall we just go see what's happening at the oh so grand and exciting festival?
Sure. Let's go see the Wicker Man.
You're obsessed with the Wicker Man.
Well, that's what it is.
Okay. Give me that. Cool.
So yeah, as you guys are looking out at the town square, it's pretty much wrapping up at this point. You can just see the burgomaster with his wife at his side and the two mastiff dogs and Izek just continuing to process, and you can still hear the man getting dragged, like groaning as he's getting pulled. They've almost gotten back to the manor at this point. And the burgomaster is kind of proclaiming out to the crowd. It was a wonderful festival of the sun. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Look forward to the next event, and as always, be happy. And he kind of like pulls on the rope again really hard, dragging the man, and you can see Izek basically like cut the rope, and he plans on like dragging him into the burgomaster's mansion.
Ouch.
This was the guard that like laughed at him basically when
Yeah.
the torch got unlit.
It's kind of shitty.
Aga just like itching to go run up and do something.
So,
Okay.
like, I think
Finish.
Saya would feel that and just be like, put her hand on her shoulder, be like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, we need to end his trust right now if we're gonna execute the
Mhm.
plan that we said. So we need to act carefully. And we have to kinda swallow our feelings for him. For the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So where would you?
Well, sometimes, I don't know what's going wrong with me. Sometimes I can't say smart things. It's weird.
Check. Go.
So what would you guys like to do?
Was the festival over then?
Yeah, it seems like that was
But-
essentially the end. You can see the crowds more or less dispersing back to their general areas.
Such an exciting festival. Is there any interesting stores in Valakia, or is it just like your basic sort of run-of-the-mill, basic general stores?
So there was the little market area that you went to before where you bartered for this grappling hook at one point. And you haven't really asked around about any other places of interest, really, aside from that. So I mean, you could ask someone, but you're not aware of others.
Okay, so is there like a crowd around?
Yeah, there's people like dispersing all over the place. So there's like common folk kind of scattered about town now.
Okay, so I would ask them, like, excuse me, where are good places to shop in Valakia? I have some need of some supplies.
Also, do you guys have a library or something about the history of the place and Barovia in general?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say that LSX Stockyard is a good place to go shopping. It's just down the way over there. And he like points to where you guys got your grappling hook before.
Yay.
Aside from that, I would probably say that Blinksy's Toys is always a fun little place to go. You can
Blinks.
No Blinksy, no fun.
No Blinksy, no fun.
We have to go there.
We do.
Why? Why though?
That was on the tag of the doll.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, you guys seem to know Blinksy. You guys like Blinksy dolls, yeah?
What
Yes.
Yes, I'm a
Yes.
collector.
Can you tell us more about Blixie dolls?
Well, Blinksy dolls are pretty much the only dolls in all of Barovia. Blinksy's quite skilled at making them, so you would say that he's kind of a celebrity around these places.
I love meeting celebrities. Point the way.
I would love to meet him.
He's been doing the coolest trends on the TikTok that I've been seeing.
How long has he been making those dolls? Like since you ever remember?
Well, definitely since I remember. Blinksy is, it's been a staple here for as long as I know. His toys you can find all over Barovia. I'm sure it's not just Veloki.
Probably must be something to do with that. I'm whispering that. I'm not saying that out loud.
I actually couldn't hear you say it because you whispered it. I couldn't hear it either.
I kind literally whispered it that he probably knows stuff about Strahd, but he has been here for so long, so he knows stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go see
Go to
Blinksy.
That sounds a place we need to go.
So he points let me find where that is on the map. He points right here ish.
Okay.
Is where Blinksy is. So he
Let's go
says,
see-
just head on down that way and you'll see Blinksy's toys. Can't really miss it. The dude is a bit of a character, if you say. He's definitely a lot more lively than others in Barovia that I've seen.
We'll get along.
You'll see what I mean.
So yeah, let's go see Blinksy.
Do you know if Blixie likes anything in particular? I guess money. He sells dolls.
Well, he definitely likes money, but I do think he just enjoys making others happy. As far as I can tell, it's what he does.
I like that too. I can relate.
Doesn't mean the same way as you. There's something weird about this guy. This guy makes dolls.
How do you know? You've never met him.
This guy makes doll orchids.
I
That's
love dolls.
So we
Not
make a
those kinds of
living.
dolls.
A lot of people tell me I look like a doll.
You look better than a doll. You're a doll.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that this guy isn't weird.
Okay, well, let's just go see.
That's be careful. Don't
I'm never careful.
say stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. This time. A little bit, at least.
There's no trust at all. Just don't
With
open your
anyone.
mouth.
Should I like pose and then you tell him I'm a doll?
Oh my god. So you guys are heading to the store?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
All right. Heading to Blinksy's Toys. Let me open up this other thing. All right. So you approach and you can see this cramped shop has a dark entrance portico above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a B engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see jumbled displays of toys hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinksy." Do you guys go in?
Yes.
Try the door and see if it's open.
Do we see what do we see from the window? Are there windows on the store?
Yeah, you can see like the window displays have things like in the front of it, but you could also like look into the store. If you were looking in, you would basically see a man, a heavyset man behind the counter, kind of like poking around on the shelves. You do notice he's wearing like a purple jester's cap as he's doing this. And if you continued looking through the window, you would also notice that there's something skittering around inside the store, but you can't quite make it out from the windows.
Okay, that's
Don't look
kind of
like the
creepy.
same dolls you found on the mansion. We can see dolls from the outside there, inside the shop. Hello?
Say we don't show him the doll, but find a way to ask about dolls and see what he has.
Yeah. Ask if he makes like custom orders or stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to give away that we stole this from Isaac. in
Oh
case
no,
he's
no,
like-
no. It's a
Yeah.
terrible plan.
So, but we want to find out about the dolls, what they mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
why he makes so many of the same one for Isaac,
Yeah, that would be a nice thing to know.
and where his inspiration from it comes from too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we go inside, I think.
Yep.
All right.
August opens the door and says, "Hello there."
So when you open the door, you can hear the little traditional bell, like ding-a-ling-ling, like on the door as you open it, and he like kind of perks up immediately and swings around, and he says, "Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinksy, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy."
Oh, nice rhymes.
You always talk with poems.
And he goes, "Oh, thank you." And right as he says this, you can hear that like skittering again, and you see a little monkey, a little chimpanzee, just come like flying onto his shoulder, and he's got a little hat on as well, and it kind of like goes.
Aw. Hi,
Aw.
monkey. What's your pet's name?
"Oh, I see you met Piccolo. Piccolo, say hi." And he kind of goes like,
Oh,
Mm.
Piccolo. What a cool name. I play the flute, you know.
"Ooh."
I don't think that's the same thing. Maybe.
A flute and a piccolo, they're very closely related.
They're similar.
Piccolo means very, very small.
Piccolo is an instrument.
It's a small flute.
Mhm.
Probably is that. Anyway, you have a wonderful collection here.
"Oh, thank you. I pride myself on making the best toys to bring happiness to the girls and boys.
I'm really interested in dolls. Do you sell dolls?
Ah, yes, let me show you my collection. And he kind of like starts walking towards a certain area, and Piccolo jumps off his shoulder and runs over to the area as well, almost like seemingly knowing what you guys are talking about. Well, here you can see this doll is missing its head, yes, but here you can buy different heads to put on the doll, see? So if you're in a happy mood, you can have the happy head, and if you're in a sad mood, you can have the sad head. You can change the hair, you can change the eyes, you can change the mouth even. You can customize the doll to be however you want. It's a customizable piece, all for the low, low price of 9 copper.
That is pretty low.
That's very low.
Are they all headless?
Oh, no, they're not all headless. This one's just fun. I thought I would show it to you.
It is fun. I agree. What a cool concept.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Do I see the doll that looks like the one we have anywhere in his shop?
So yeah, if you're looking around, you'll see all kinds of dolls floating around. You'll see like wooden nesting dolls, the ones that like get smaller inside each other kind of a thing. You'll see other dolls that are just like similar to the one that you saw before, but not in that, same design. But then if you continue looking, you'll also notice that there's a part behind the counter that does look very similar to the doll that you saw in Izik's room.
Okay, so I'm going to point to that one and say, oh, that one really captures my attention.
Oh, I see you like the dolls the same as Izik does. Those are not...
That must be where I saw it.
You were introduced to Izik's dolls? I thought he didn't show anyone those.
Yeah, we saw them. Well, we were in the Burgermaster's house visiting him, and we passed by the door and we saw them.
Ah, you must be good friends with the Burgermaster. That's great.
We totally are.
Have you
Yep,
worked a lot
besties.
with a baker master making dolls or maybe other stuff?
Well, to be totally honest, Izik is pretty much my best and, I dare say, only customer as of late. The last person to come in and buy a doll was this strange man who's looking for a Vistani-looking doll, but he didn't have any money to pay, so he gave me Piccolo, and that's how we became best friends.
So that's Isaac. Like has sold a lot of dolls, I guess. Do you sell like dolls with maybe some kind of different magical properties?
Oh, no, I'm very skilled at making dolls, but no magic here. The only magic is the happiness they bring you.
Do you know why Izik likes this doll in particular?
And he kind of leans in close, and Piccolo also kind of like jumps back on his shoulder and like leans in close, like comically. Well, you didn't hear it from me, but he mentioned something about seeing it in a dream once. I thought it was a bit weird, but I didn't ask. The man could probably kill me.
That's fair.
That's interesting. I too have
That is
dreams.
interesting.
Maybe that's why I like this doll too. Izik and I are just so much alike.
Ah, that's probably why you're such great friends.
Exactly.
I have a slight question out of character. In the town of Valaki, do you see many children about?
Yeah, there's like children here or there. They're definitely not
Okay.
like plentiful, but there are children.
Okay.
So you mean to say with all the children we have seen around here, there has been no one buying dolls from you?
Well, admittedly, it almost seems as though not everyone wants to be happy. So, no one
That's
is.
insane.
I agree. And Piccolo jumps up. I just want to take after my great master, Fritz von Berg. He made the greatest of things. I am but a toy maker, but it was said that he actually was able to invent a fully functioning, autonomous man.
A robot? Like a man
That's-
machine?
Yes, like a man machine. It is said to be lying somewhere in Castle Ravenloft. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yes,
Very interesting.
I've never really been able to get there. Not exactly on the same wavelength as Strahd, as you might imagine. So I haven't even dared.
Huh,
Am I right?
I know.
But I was so curious. I need to know if my master's invention is in there. So, and like looking you guys up and down, maybe we could have a barter? An exchange, an agreement? If you were willing to go to Castle Ravenloft and find this masterpiece and deliver
Well,
it to me?
We are.
Sounds like something that'll have to happen in the end game.
That does. We are planning on going to Castle Ravenloft, but just not tomorrow.
Do you have like a safe passage to go there? Maybe.
Well,
Have a map.
I've heard that Strahd actually invites people to his house every now and then.
Has he
Seems.
invited you or your master ever?
Oh, no. Blinksy is not invited to Castle Ravenloft. I just make my toys, I play with Piccolo, and I go to sleep. Those are Blinksy's things.
I envy of Link's life in my real life. I wish I could live like Lynx.
So now let me ask, what was your particular inspiration for this doll?
What do you mean the one for Isaac?
Mhm.
Well, he's quite vivid when he describes what he saw in the dream. So they all kind of look the same. I say, why don't we give her different hair this time? And he says, no, you can't put different hair on her. It has to look this way. And Blinksy pops up and says, well, fine then, Mr. Isaac. I will make it as you say.
Did he describe what happened in the dream, or just that he saw this woman?
I didn't hear much about it, just that it was some kind of dream person. Maybe he fancies her.
Could be. And the last thing I want to ask is your tags. They say is no fun, is no Blinksy. What does that mean?
Why, it says it as means. If it's some other toy without a Blinksy tag, then surely it must be trash.
Oh, I see. So it's just grammatically incorrect. I got you.
Oh, no,
Yes.
What my friend means is you are
Blinksy.
very kind-hearted. You are a very good person. That's what my friend means.
Oh, thank you so much. And you see Piccolo kind of like do another jump in a hat tip, like, what?
So, Saya.
Well, I'd like to spend 9 copper on this doll.
On the witch
wait,
doll,
no, the 9 copper was the
interchangeable head doll.
custom. I want to buy one of the arena dolls, or the ones that look like the Isaac dolls.
I'll take one arena doll, please. He's like,
I'm not going to call it that, but you know,
The
I
red
want
doll.
that particular doll.
You see him kind of like, that doll is not for sale. That one is actually on standby to be picked up by the brute himself.
What if we delivered it for you?
Oh, well, you are great friends. I suppose you could deliver it for me. Would you be willing to do that?
Absolutely.
And give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Not the best.
A 9. And he goes, 9. I think I will give it to him myself. He doesn't seem like the type that likes changes of plans. I think it's best I keep it and give it to him when he shows up.
Fair enough.
I let the friend and say, come on, you can trust us. We mean well. And I'll try to look persuasion check as well.
Yeah, you can give me a persuasion check.
Let's see if that scores better.
I will increase the difficulty since there's been one failure. Also a 9.
Oh
Ooh,
my god, what's happening
okay.
with me today?
It's all right.
I can see you guys are being very good friends, Frazik, but I just don't want to die. I just want to live, so I might keep it here.
Do you know when he might be coming to pick it up, just so we can, say hi to him, give him a hug?
Well, I just finished this one pretty recently, so I would expect him to swing by any day now. What do you think, Piccolo? Any day now? And then Piccolo goes like, "Meh, meh," and just kind of like shrugs his shoulders and he goes, "You're no help, you little rascal."
All right, then I'll buy the customizable doll.
Okay. Ah, you want the custom one. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me go ahead and ring this up on my non-existent cash register, because those don't exist yet.
My pouch, you meant to say, probably.
Yes.
Your wonderful custom leather pouch.
That's correct,
That looks
yes.
like a thing from the future.
I like the way you think. Maybe I should invent such a device. One that puts money in and goes cha-ching. That sounds fun.
Probably will become.
Even better, one that goes ka-chow.
You hear Piccolo in the background. So he accepts the 9 copper pieces and then hands you a box with a Blinksy written across the top. And inside the box is the doll with the multiple attachable heads with the different eyes and mouthpieces and hairstyles all included. Ooh,
Thank you. I'll cherish it forever.
I sure hope you do.
Saya would ask how much it is for a custom doll, like the one that, like the red-headed one.
Oh, you are curious in getting your own doll? Well, do you know what it would look like? Could you give me an idea of how hard it would be to make?
Well, their complexion would be similar to mine.
A dark one. Yes, it's a more rare material to get, but I could definitely make you one. I could give you the same price as I gave Isaac, seeing as you're best friends. Although he did threaten to beat me up if I didn't give him this price, but you seem like you should probably get the same. So it would just be 10 silver pieces.
I can do that. That would be good.
Where did you get the materials for the dolls you make? You must need a lot. You have like that kind of variety of dolls.
There's actually rangers in town that go looking through the woods from time to time, and I give them a little extra to go get me some stuff. So, you're requesting a doll. Could you briefly describe for this stream what this doll was meant to represent? Without, like, revealing a name or something, but, like, what's this doll going to look like?
So the doll will have dark skin like Saya has, but it will have red hair that's very unusual on Drow. And it is a friend of hers that she left behind.
Okay. And he starts jotting down notes. Dark skin, pointy ears, red
usually
hair.
Wears green.
Wearing green. Yes. Okay. And when would you like this doll by? It will probably take me a few days to make.
As soon as you can have it, I would appreciate it.
Yes, I will be as quick as I can. Hopefully in 2-3 days time I shall have this doll.
Okay. I will be back in a few days.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
One last thing. If we were to contact those rangers, if we needed the raid, maybe for some materials of our own, do you have a way to contact them? Or do they just come to the shop eventually?
Well, I could probably contact them for you. Or you could maybe contact them yourself. I'm sure Keylime knows where they are. He could tell you if he was able to find them very quickly.
It's okay. No rush.
I forget where they are.
It's okay. They are somewhere outside of the town.
Yes,
in
but
the wood.
if you're looking for the rangers, probably when you leave here, I imagine a ethereal god type person will probably tell you where they are, so you will find out.
Okay, that's very reassuring.
And I do have one more question. All this talk of dreams, do you know if there's anyone in town who maybe specializes in dreams or, analyzes dreams, I
A
guess?
fortune teller.
That sounds very Vistani, to be honest. I don't think there's really anyone like that in Vallaki. Vistani aren't exactly welcome here.
We would probably have to go back to that camp we went to before.
Eventually.
Go to that lady.
The super friendly camp.
No, not the one where we saved the girl. The other one where we had a party with them.
Oh yeah, with the fortune teller.
Yeah.
That was a super friendly camp.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
for your information.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been quite a wonderful experience.
It has been my pleasure to meet you all. And, before you go, those rangers, they are at the inn.
Oh, the end where we're staying?
That's very convenient.
Well, if you're staying at the inn, then yes.
Yep.
It probably means nothing. I don't know if there are too many inns, but strangers live at least. So it probably means the same.
Okay, so all right, so I guess we'll leave. What else is there to do here?
We can go and talk to the rangers maybe if we have time to see if they know anything about the forest or Castle Ravenloft. Who knows? They might know something. Like if they live in the woods and they have been searching there for materials, they might have found ways. They might help us for the right price.
Mhm.
Get
Are you talking
Castle
about getting
Ravenloft.
into Ravenlofts to get the robot?
I mean, that's the end goal for our adventures as well, to get out
Yeah.
of here. To do that, we have to get to Ravenloft.
Yeah, but we need like
Somehow.
an army behind us before we.
You
Or we need to be level 12.
you don't need an army. You have Moonpoon. He's better than an army. My hands have been itching to cast some spells.
I mean, maybe the strat is
Scratch
just
'em.
have Moonpoon cast spells every single day, and eventually his wild magic will turn him into like a god of the land or like a crippled, something. It could go either way,
Kill
but
us all.
yeah, it's one of the two.
Easy. Easy.
All right. So yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
go talk to the rangers, we can.
Yeah, we
If
should
we
go do
don't-
that then.
If we don't, we can just go back to the lady. I forgot her name already.
Lady Vakta.
Vachta.
Vakta.
We could do either. Like Saya's just like a little shaken right now. She wants that doll. Gotta wait a few days for it. But got other shit to deal with, I suppose.
Saya's like, I meditate for 3 days until the doll's done.
Yep, done. I want my doll.
Maybe we shouldn't lose more time by going to talk to the ladies. We don't know what will end regardless. I think it's important to finish what we started. Go to talk to Lady
So, actually, should we tell Lady Vakta we'll help her as long as she lets us leave Vallaki without a problem?
It's not in her power, but see if she becomes mayor, she can do that. Yes.
Well, that's the thing. If we help her, then she lets us leave without a problem.
I mean, we can live with the guardians, with or without a problem, to be honest. We could have left already and not have done any of this.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
What would you guys like to do?
Go to the lady.
Back to the Vakta house.
So
Yeah.
we can learn the plan.
Back and give her her answer, I guess.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you approach Vakta house, the door opens before you even get there, and Ernst appears. Back so soon? I take it you have an answer then for the lady.
Yes.
Excellent. Right this way. And we can go back inside Yoink.
No changes.
And I will put you all back in the company of Lady Vakta. It appears as though they've come to an answer after doing a bit of toy shopping. Toy shopping. She looks at all of you. Interested in Blinksy's toys, are we? Is that where you go for strategy?
We had some questions for him.
Well, no matter. Tell me then. What are your intentions? Are you with me? Or are you not with me?
We don't like to beg a master. We want to hear your plan and work with you to get rid of him once and for all. The place will be better without him. And also, I guess you will provide a safe way for us outside of here. We will not have a problem living in this place if you become a mayor, correct?
That would be correct, my dear. You help me, and I help you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
If I scratch your back with those hands, I think you're gonna bleed a lot. Probably. Anyway, yeah. I don't think we have any more time to do this.
Then we have an accord. You are with me. If that is the case, I will have Ernst send for you when the time comes. And when the time comes, be ready. The Burgomaster will not go quietly.
Well, what is the plan exactly?
That is the plan. We take Balaki from the Burgomaster. And as you can imagine, he won't go without a fight.
That doesn't seem like a very solid plan.
I have one better.
Well, I think you leave the planning to me. I will be able to do this, as I said, with or without you. And
Then
if you intend to help, then I think you would be best used maybe to take on the Burgomaster's dog, perhaps? Izik?
I see.
Tough. It's really tough.
He is quite brutish. But look at you, my fine lad. You are a hulk of a man, are you not?
I am a sorcerer. I don't know what this hulk of a man is, but yeah, I'm pretty tough.
That's what I thought. And she like pinches your cheek. My tough man.
Can I make an insight check to see if she wants to get rid of us? If I get the idea that she wants to get rid of us when she...
Yeah, you can give me an insight check to see if like she seems on the level.
Yeah. Oh, finally a decent roll.
Yeah. With an 18, you do get the impression from her that she's being straightforward. That what she said is in earnest.
Okay. So, we'll be around, I guess.
Yes, this is happening soon. So don't go far.
See you. Bye.
Rest assured, I'll be making sure that everything's okay. You look oh so concerned, little one. And she's looking at Augage directly. Is this okay with you? Speaking directly to Augage.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
My friend is feeling unwell. She needs to go,
Oh, good. Should have come in here as a panther.
to do her thing. She's
True.
feeling unwell today. It's one of those bloody moons. She has those kind of faces. Don't
Wow.
misinterpret her
I rolled
behavior.
2 1s in a row
No!
How is that even possible? What's going on?
because
here?
my ones automatically re-roll, but I have to take whatever comes next.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So she kind of like looks at Augage and like kind of smirks a little bit, and she looks back to Moonpoon and says, maybe encourage your friend here that everything will be quite all right. But I give you Ernst to hang out with you until the time comes, and then I will send someone, and it will begin. I think you're muted, Panos.
I'm muted again.
Oh, no, you're good now. I heard that.
I think she has those bloody months of bloody moons of the month. You know what women have.
Jesus.
The bloody moons.
Oh god.
If Saya was standing right next to him, she'd stomp on his goddamn foot for that.
What you call them? I don't know. You weird humans.
Why are you even talking about it?
Any other questions then?
Me and my
And-
bloody moons.
Ernst will be
No.
more than happy to stay with you, since it seems you are a short one.
No. We'll be fine.
Oh no, my dear, you don't understand. This isn't a question. This is a command. I'm telling you, Ernst will stay with you.
I don't remember deciding that you were our boss. I said we would help you, not that you would command us.
Well, my dear, I will be commanding all of Valaki in a moment. And this isn't exactly how I expect my subordinates to talk to me. Questioning my motives, questioning my decisions.
I think we are all a little riled up because we don't know what's happening. That's what my friend is trying to say. She's a little bit on the edge because we are unaware and we're very stressed. We want this to succeed. It's better if we take Ernest with us and we go to have a beer or wine so we can relax a little bit and be
Did
prepared.
you call him
to take
anus?
over. Ernst. Ernst.
Ernst.
Ernst. Yes.
All right, come along, anus.
Yes. Ernst. Come with us and we can drink to our anus is filled.
I trust you will all become such great friends. I will send for you shortly. Ernst. And she pulls him over real quick and like beckons for him to come to the corner of the room. And they're whispering to each other for a little bit. And you see, yeah, go ahead and give me a perception if you want.
Yeah.
Everybody do a perception. Maybe we can hear one or two words. Maybe.
Oh, I don't
18?
like this woman.
Wait, I have what my observant feat says. If I can see a creature's mouth while it's speaking a language I understand, I can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips.
Yeah. So
Better than perception.
that is perfect, actually. So with a 18 perception, Moonpoon isn't able to quite exactly hear what they're saying, but he's definitely catching like body language a little bit, where it appears as though Ernst is kind of like listening intently and then like nodding solemnly, while Lady Voctor is kind of like continuing that like scowl that she tends to have. But Augage is able to hear them speak as if she was right next to them, essentially. And she can hear them say, Ernst, you make sure that these people do as we want. If there's any sign that they are going to defect, you report back and we will deal with them. You understand? And Ernst gives the nod, like, yes. And then she looks back at all of you and says, well then, Ernst will join you and we will send for you when the time comes, as I said. And Ernst like, swings over to you guys. Where to, my friends?
Where are
We should
gonna
split up to mess with them.
I mean, out of the game, you can go invisible and get out.
Well, Augage needs to share telepathically what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so I'll say separately, first to Saya, then to Moonpoon, telepathically, what she just said, and say we cannot give any indication that we're going to defect, or he's going to run along and tell her.
Let's get him drunk. Let's go
You
to
know,
the bar and have
That's
some
actually not a
wine.
terrible idea.
I know. I
Yeah,
only have
it's not a
pregnant.
terrible plan.
I
Let's get
know.
him pissed drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go back to the inn.
Okay, we're going to the inn.
All
Let's
right.
go and drink some. Let's get prepared for the feast afterwards, if you know what I mean. The obvious what I mean.
All right, I will follow you to the inn then. Lead on. And you guys head to the inn. Let me activate that scene.
How
And
many unprepared scenes does Killheim have today? Due to us.
All the scenes.
All the scenes, we messed it up. Once again.
do you guys see the inn now?
It's loading still.
Loading still. I'll try refresh because sometimes that helps it along.
Okay, it opened, but it says I don't have any tokens, so let me refresh.
Such an angry game.
Or ARG.
Do you guys see things?
Trying.
No,
It will get there.
but I think that's a European problem, not a Foundry problem.
It will get there. I have faith. It's having numbers, advancing numbers, double-digit numbers. I'm there.
All right,
And I
nice.
can see the tokens.
Excellent. Excellent. Deb, are you good?
I'm attempting to rejoin.
Oh, maybe. Oh, numbers.
Yeah, it's like on a gray screen, just waiting for
It
it to
sat
load,
there
I
for
guess.
quite a while for me.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, it's loading now.
I'm in now.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Me too.
Excellent. So yeah, as you appear there magically, as if you didn't walk there, you can see that the man is sitting at the countertop that you had bumped into and discussed a little bit, who introduced himself as Rictavio, the town bard that doesn't
The
sing,
bard,
just
yeah.
tells stories. And then Erwin and Danica are tending the bar as they have historically been doing before.
Okay, so I grab my new friend by the arm and I'm like, in my homeland, it is customary for people to share a drink when a new friendship is forged.
What's your
Mm,
favorite drink?
my favorite drink is, well, wine, of course.
Let's go on it.
And give me a persuasion check.
Which one? Both of us?
Saya specifically. Ooh, yeah. All right. So he's kind of like on guard, but he says, all right, lead on then. Wouldn't want to spoil custom.
So I take it, I'm like, yeah, let's come over here. Let's get drinks.
Getting hammered time.
Absolutely.
Did we see the beggar master whilst we were walking to the bar? I guess not.
No, he's retired back to the Burgermaster's mansion after the whole parade thing.
So we need to get him wasted.
Mhm.
Probably throw him up in a room to sleep or something very quickly. Then go to beggar master and then come back maybe. I don't know. Before he wakes up and realizes what happened. Or Saya can do that. She can go there stealthily and fast. And we can stay here and keep watching him. There is that option too.
Well, we need to get them fucked up first.
Yes. So, how much?
Oh, well, he's coming over to me,
Oh,
so I'm sure I can make up other Dark Elven customs on the fly that nobody would know about in Barovia.
make him a contest. Who can drink more? Who can drink more?
So Ernst joins you up at the bar, and as he's approaching, you see him kind of like give a lingering gaze to Rictavio that's been sitting down there, and then he takes the seat next to Saya.
Mm-hmm. So Saya would say, a glass of wine for me and my friend here, and what is your strongest spirit you have?
And you can see Erwin and Danica kind of looking at you like, bitch, don't you know we're running out of wine? Danica goes like, yes, they're all of similar spirits, but I would probably recommend the purple grape mash. And then Erwin kind of like gives this glare back to her, and then he just like kind of sinks and goes like, yes. So she goes, yes, the purple grape mash I think would be just great.
Yes, we will take that, please.
And she pours out a couple glasses and puts them before you. Moonpoon and Auguji, you guys partaking?
I want to see, like, in the bar right now, like, I have no idea how his spies look like, but can I notice any, like, spying eyes on us? Like, somebody is looking at our movements and what we're doing with the ants, etc.?
From within the bar, you can only see Erwin, Danica, and Rictavio, in addition
It's
to...
only us.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
you guys at the moment.
Okay, it's very good. So-
I'll pull out my flute and play some entertainment for everyone,
Good
Oh,
distraction. I
good.
like that.
since the bard doesn't play music.
I'll grab
as well.
her, put her above my shoulders, and I'm gonna start slowly dancing while she plays the flute.
Sounds like fun. Right. So I'm playing the flute and dancing on Moonpoon's shoulders.
Yeah.
Having some
Right.
live music at the bar. It's quite the scene.
There's no music today in stream, by the way, or I can't hear.
I can hear the music.
Deaf. I'm deaf.
very
Okay,
faint.
never mind.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
faint. Although you guys should be able to crank it if you want to. Just for
Oh, yeah, we can-
stream's sake, I try and not deafen them with it.
Yeah, I usually change my volumes.
So the intention here is to get Ernst drunk. Is that that's
Yep.
the plan?
Hammered.
Hammered is the plan.
Friday night, you've just turned 21, it's your first night out. That kind of hammered.
All right, so then give me a are you planning on getting drunk with him, or you're just planning on getting him drunk specifically?
No, so my plan is that I'll drink, and then when he's slightly distracted, I'm going to use sleight of hand to pour more of my drink into his glass.
Okay. So okay, so you're planning on constantly like reordering more drinks, and giving him like the overpour essentially of all this.
Yep.
All right. So give me a sleight of hand check here. What?
Ooh, not great.
An 8. So describe a moment where you are attempting to do this. So Danica sets the glasses out before you. What does Saya do?
So she just sort of waits, like, so is he staring at his glass? Is he about to drink immediately?
He's kind of like following your lead, so he's waiting.
So then I would look at him and I'd say, you know, in my homeland, it is always customary that the new friend gets the bigger drink, and then she just pours a little bit of her wine into his glass.
Quickly. Or get let distract you. Play the flute louder.
Dance harder.
Oh, really hard.
Yeah.
I'll start vibing my head up and down to the rhythm of a flute.
As Ernst takes this like overfilling glass, you can just hear the flute music just like pumping in the background at like a shrill level where it's like I'll get just really
I'll hit my distortion pedal.
goes into Toto's Africa solo level of flute solo
Love
here.
it.
That reminds me of certain part in the second campaign. But that's for another world.
So Ernst takes the glass and kind of glances at you again, and kind of just like shrugs his shoulders and just pitches it back.
Excellent.
And I'll take a break from my flute playing and go, Ernst, 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 Ernst.
Ernst.
I got to say, you guys really warmed up to this whole thing. You seemed pretty tentative at first.
We just love to party, man.
My friends and I, we like to discuss things in private before we decide, because we are a good team. So, you know, once we decided it, it was
We
straight
never
in.
speak for each other.
No.
And as this is all kind of going on, Erwin is looking at all of you in like kind of bewilderment, like what the hell is even going on right now? Because this is very different than you guys have presented yourselves before. And actually, Augage, with your very high passive perception, you would notice that Erwin is like confused looking at all of you.
Maybe you can speak telepathically to him.
I was just thinking
Oh,
that.
that's keep him out.
But I don't want to like freak him out at the same time because he doesn't know I can do this. So I'll say, Ernst, don't freak out. This is Augage. I can speak telepathically.
You're speaking to Erwin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I say Ernst?
Yeah.
I meant Erwin.
Oh
I'll
my
say
gosh.
I can speak telepathically. Don't freak out. We're trying to get this guy drunk because he's a bad man and he's following us.
And you can see Erwin kind of receive this message, and he's kind of just like his eyes narrow.
And then I'll wink at him so he'll know like it really did happen. I really did like just
Mhm.
And he kind of just gives a very like casual like nod in recognition of what's happening. And you see him almost like pull Danica aside into the back, and he's like, Danica, help me with some things quickly. And he goes to the back with Danica real quick for just a few moments. And then they both come back.
The worst wine that can get like even
Like-
an elephant in a second.
After this, we really need to go fix their wine situation.
yeah. I wanted to do that today, but this
Yeah.
stupid festival.
Yeah.
This
Sad
stupid
festival.
cult.
So I'm like, yeah, keep the wine flowing, y'all.
And as this is all happening, Rictavio, that's kind of been sitting there, kind of gets up from his spot, and it doesn't seem like he wants to take part in the merriment. And as he's walking back upstairs, he kind of like looks over at Augage and like leans down and whispers into your ear when he sees that Ernst isn't looking, and he says, just what kind of tomfoolery have you gotten yourselves into? And we will end the episode there.
Tomfoolery. That's a nice episode title.
To find out how all of this nonsense plays out, with Ernst attempting to get drugged essentially at the bar, Erwin now in on the plan, Rictavio seemingly somewhat interested in what's going on, a doll
It's
being
blame it on
procured.
you.
I thought. It's gonna go even worse than I thought.
I mean, actually, that didn't go too bad. I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like you guys are on the precipice of something wild happening, but it's like nobody died this episode. Nothing crazy happened just yet, but you are, I can just, I see the fuse burning slowly to a giant, like, you know, powder keg that's ready to burst in this place. My God.
Wild magic. Wild magic. A lot of
I can't complain about getting a guy drunk. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make you do like a bunch of sleight of hand checks to see
yeah, I
how
know.
successful you are. I think the good news though is that the sleight of hand should get easier over time. Like, you know, it's like the more drunk he is, the easier those checks will even be, to the point where like it's just free.
Yep.
But we will end it there and come back next week to find out what the hell the crew is going to do now that they are in bed with Lady Vakta in this plan to overtake the Burgermaster and Isaac. And they have a nice little chaperone in Ernst that they're trying to drug to try and get away. I guess we'll see how that plays out. August,
Look 'em up, forget me now.
any hardcore flute solos to take us out for the stream? Perfect. Thank you everyone for joining us this week. We will be back. Actually, it won't. Next week we'll have to reschedule to potentially a different day. I remember there's a thing I have to do, but I will work with you guys on scheduling when that will be. I know. I'm glad I remembered now though, so we can talk about it well in advance versus like on Friday, figuring it
Yeah.
out. But yes, Friday's show will be rescheduled because I have a thing. So we will find out if there's a different time that we can do it then. But thank you all for tuning in. As always, players, thank you as always for being amazing. And we will see you guys next week on the Curse of Strahd. Goodbye and good night.